Well, that's a good question. You know, CBRN Resource Network and Responder Knowledge Base out there will have two very particular areas of interest. Responder's knowledge base there is developing a knowledge base that's kind of static. It's not increasing, it grows very linear and is meeting the current needs of the responder. What we see CBRN Resource Networks becoming is an integrator, one that will take and use technology and look for ways to continuously expand, continuously search for new emerging technology, and not wait for the client to come to us, but for us to go out and reach out to the client and say, hey, we need this, if you have it, bring it to this community, and then push it out to the responders. Whereas right now, Responder's knowledge base is really a pull. The responder has to go to the knowledge base or he doesn't get anything out of the responder's knowledge base. And it's a very closed environment. We see this as a fluent, open environment, constantly evolving, constantly searching new technology, constantly using the latest methods of delivery, webinars, virtual conferences, to get the response that we need to the community, and then have that community interact back to tell us what they want. So it's a two-way street. What we envision here is a worldwide collaboration. The threats we are seeing coming to our country are not only emanating from domestic threats, but from worldwide threats. It has to be a worldwide, global interaction. So we see this as an evolution process, in where we can get responders from the world telling us, throughout the world, telling us what they see as the future problems, because their threats are going to come to our shore. Just like we went to Iraq and built the first joint Sunni-Shia hazmat team, and then we went to Afghanistan, Saipan, Hirota, and all these other places we've been going to. That information out there, that knowledge of how they're dealing with the day-to-day threats that they're facing that might migrate to our country is so important for us to get to our responders so they know how to deal. Because the real knowledge on how to deal with this is not here, it's over there. We need to bring it here and train our first responders on that so that we're prepared when it comes to our shore. And yes, we do have domestic terrorism. We've seen that in Oklahoma City. So we need to also look internally. So it's a two-way street. It can't be closed to one way. It has to be a global environment, global peer-to-peer. We want that interaction. We want responders coming in. We want the criticism to our network. We want them to tell us what they envision for the future. This network is going to be a living network that's going to be fully collaborative between manufacturers, responders, the thought leaders who are out there who need to develop the future technology, the future requirements for technology they see to respond to threats that they see out there. So yes, this will be a collaborative, forward-leaning type of environment. Peer-to-peer communication is absolutely critical for success.